Hello, everybody. This is sorry. I just don't want. It's obviously gonna be a sad video, but before I get started, I just want to ask that any form of rest in pieces or like we'll be there for you or anything referring to this, please keep it in this comment section. I just don't want to be reminded I just don't want to be reminded about it on every video. Um, like I already said, I have or I mentioned this on Twitter. I have videos recorded um already from before the incident. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, if you don't follow me on Twitter, if you don't follow me on Instagram or socials, my my younger brother passed away. He passed away about 3 days ago. Um, Maybe 2 days. I don't even know anymore, but very recent. Um, it was very sudden. Nobody knows how it happened yet. I'm not going to go into details, but they just essentially found him, and he was fine the day before. He was fine that morning, and then they just found him. So we don't know yet, but we'll get updates. Um, I've never experienced anything quite like this before. Nothing close. He was the brother that you saw him in a couple of my videos. He actually recently did the voice of Raspberry in that short that I had. Frieza Soldier thing where I'm like dressed up as a Frieza Soldier, and then he animated Raspberry and or Goopri, whatever the name is. And he also did the voice for him. So like, I was with him recently hanging out, and he was also with me for the Dragon Ball Superhero when I rented out the theater. He was in that video. He was in the video where we reviewed the movie together. So you guys had seen him. His name was Damon. And I'm sorry, like this is a sad video. Like I like you guys know I normally like to uplift people, make them feel good. Um, but yeah, I'm sure a lot of people are gonna be like, take the time you need. But and I know that's important, and I'm not denying that that's important. But I want you guys to just respect whatever I decide to do. Again, I have some stuff already recorded and like videos ready to go up, so I'll get those posted. But again, please keep any sort of reference to this on this video. I just don't want. I just don't want to see it on like every video. I don't want the constant reminder. So any, and I appreciate the condolences, the RIPS, the prayers, everything. I appreciate that. Don't get me wrong, but just keep it here. So like when I'm in that frame of mind to look at that, I can come here. I just don't want it thrown in my face everywhere I go. Throughout all my life, all his life, he always like looked up to me. We always like played when we were little, before we had cell phones and stuff like that. We would pretend we were Dragon Ball characters. Like I would always be Vegeta, he would be Goku, just because I liked Vegeta. Or like even before that, we played with like Woody and Buzz, and that constant creativity, imagination that both of us had never went away. Like we had the same dream. Outside of YouTube, we wanted to make our own video game. Like he had an idea for his own universe, his own world, and he'd been building that. He'd been working on it so hard. That's why he learned how to animate, because he wanted to bring his project to life, and he was working so hard on that, countless hours. And then I had my own project that I also wanted to work on, but I got so caught up in YouTube that I wasn't nearly as far along as he was when it came to that, because I was just doing YouTube. I had a family, and I'm not going to go into his personal life too much, but you know, he definitely had tough times mentally. He dealt with things that I'm not going to go into, and we all do, right? But I would always be able to talk to him and try to make him feel better. Oftentimes it worked, and he was like my anime. Like, I have other siblings, but obviously, you know, he was like my go-to like anime. Like, we'd talk about Dragon Ball. We would talk about, like, he loved One Piece. He loved One Piece so much, and he always wanted me to watch it. Even when I told him that I was thinking about getting the manga and reading it, he was like, "Nah, man, you gotta watch it." And now I'm so torn because, like, part of me wants to watch it for him, but then the other part of me is like, I'm not gonna be able to talk about it with him. So, like, I'm gonna reach moments that I know probably would have excited him. Anyway, I know this is depressing. It's not a fun video, it's not a happy video, but I just wanted you guys to know what was going on right now. And I don't know, maybe you're going to see a lot of me. Maybe I'm going to go extra hard on YouTube for him, you know, but I don't know. I've never gone through this before. So if I do that, please respect it. And again, like do I might go hard and try to hit 1,000,000 subs for him, because he always looked up to me. He always admired the things that I was able to do. But on the other end of the spectrum, like, if I physically just need to disappear, I don't know. I'm sure he'd want me to, like, push along and, you know, be strong and keep being someone he can look up to. But that's so much easier said than done. So I think the videos you're gonna see that have already been recorded, so I might seem more upbeat, is like I did a Winged Dragon of Raw video. I did a Lethal Company video, which might come out later today. Like, 2 Fighters Nuzlocke videos. So all of those I did obviously before what happened happened. Um, and then beyond that, I'm hoping I just, you know, it feels like a wound that time won't, like, it might heal, but there'll always be that scar, you know. That scar will always be there. It's like everything reminds me of him, like everything. So I know it's cliche, but people always say, like, you know, really cherish your loved ones. Like, really. Like, he was just with us for Thanksgiving, and we were all, you know, we always go around the table and say what we're thankful for, and we all, you know, told each other that we're thankful for each other. And, like, everything was fine. Like, it was just tradition, you know, routine. And then 2 days later, 3 days later, funny, the last voice note that I sent, because I was just talking to Dino and Dotto. We have, like, a little group text, and I sent them a message saying, "Yo, I'm probably gonna upload daily in December. Like, I'm gonna go hard in December." And literally right after I sent that voice note, I get a call from my mom. She tells me, anyway, I still want to be a source, you know, to uplift you guys. I still want to get to being myself again. But I'm not gonna lie, this is something I couldn't fathom. Like our whole lives we lived together, played, and he was like really one of my biggest fans. Like he's my brother, obviously, but he was like so supportive. He always believed in me, no matter what goal I had. He always said I could do. Again, like don't just hear it and let it go in one ear and go out the other. Like call someone in your family if you haven't talked to them in a while, or even if you have, just like we all have a limited time here. We're all only here for a blink. So tell whoever you love that you love them. Hug whoever you need to hug. Every day. Every day. Like I don't care if you become the weird person in the family who's like too lovey-dovey. You're never like, please, you won't regret it. Because whether they go or you go, whoever goes, somebody's going to go first. Either you go and they're like, oh my God, he was so loving. He was such a great person. Or they go and you know that you've given them all you had. Anyway, I appreciate you guys. And again, I just want to reiterate, like, as much as I appreciate the condolences, the prayers, the support for this specifically, just for me, please keep it here or on whichever social media post that I actually was talking about it. I don't want it thrown in my face everywhere I go. Anyway, I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys. Well, a much happier version of me will be in the video that drops today and next couple days.